I think they've got to be able to run the football, take some of the pressure off Matt Cassel, and one of the ways they plan to do that is with Christian Michael. His carries are supposed to be picked up today. We'll see how he does.
Matt Cassel making his 73rd NFL start. For more on him, down to Aaron Andrews.
And it's been a crazy 4 weeks for Matt Cassel, trying to cram in this Dallas Cowboys playbook, being at the facility from 6:30 in the morning till 9 o'clock at night. And then on a personal note, his lovely wife Lauren giving birth to their 4th child last week. He said, "I've been staying in the guest room to get a little bit of sleep." Matt did admit to me today, "I am jacked up, and the biggest key for me, control my emotions and try to settle in early." Joe?
Well, we will see the Giants offensively early, and that means that Eli Manning will be out there. There's Matt Cassel, and there is Rashad Jennings as the Giants enter this game not just 3-3, but 1-2 in the NFC East. Glad you're with us on America's Game of the Week as Bailey will kick it away. And off we go. The former Cowboy, Dwayne Harris, from the end zone, crossing the 20 and knocked out of bounds just shy of the 25 by Barry Church. Well, the numbers are much better, Troy, for Eli Manning in his 2nd year under the tutelage of Ben McAdoo, the offensive coordinator, and he was playing brilliant football during that 3-game win streak.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago against San Francisco, he had his best game of the season. And then last week, collectively, this offense's worst game of the year against Philadelphia. Good thing for them, it's a short week. They get back out on the field here today.
They started with Jennings right side, and Rashad Jennings on first down. A nice carry of 8 yards brought down by Nick Hayton. And now some of the faces and the players on offense. Maybe we highlight the guy there on the end at left tackle, the rookie, 1st-round pick out of Miami. He'll have his hands full with Randy Gregory and/or Greg Hardy out there on the edge. Manning fires, passes, caught for a 1st down by Donnell. The tight end gets 6. Troy, we were throwing rose petals at this defense after 2 weeks. They were the greatest thing ever. And man, the last 3 weeks they've been shredded.
Well, they're excited about today. I mean, they get Randy Gregory back, as you said. Greg Hardy now playing his 2nd game, and they've got the group that they anticipated to be on the field when this season began. They've got some guys who can get after the quarterback.
Jennings left side, a lot of Cowboys in his face, and a good play defensively. First guy there was linebacker Sean Lee, no gain.
Well, I think you look at this offense for New York and what they want to try to do here today. They're certainly aware of what Dallas presents and the challenge that their offensive line had last week against Philadelphia and the pass rushing ability of these guys off the edge. They're going to try to move the pocket a little bit, certainly try to get the ball out of Eli's hands quickly, which is part of their game plan each week.
Manning comes back to the near side and finds Donnell, and Donnell is hit immediately by the rookie Byron Jones. A gain of just 1, and here is that matchup with the rookie on Greg Hardy.
Yeah, Eric Flowers, he does a pretty nice job right here. As you see, they're going to chip Greg Hardy as he's pass rushing, not allow them one-on-one looks against those tackles. An excellent job. Expect to see those kinds of chips from tight ends and running backs throughout this game.
Giants the 11th best in the NFL on 3rd down, 3rd and 9. Cowboys wanted a flag on Beckham for a false start. Pass is caught. Donnell up to midfield with a Giants 1st down. A gain of 10 on 3rd and 9. And a nice completion from Eli Manning.
Well, it's a good job by Donnell as far as getting off the line of scrimmage. You see that he sets Jones up to the outside. He gets going up the field, and then when he comes across the middle, he creates some separation. Pretty good coverage there, but nice execution offensively to pick up the first down.
Donnell has started 3 catches, 17 yards. 25 yards of offense so far, and now more for Jennings as he takes it inside the Dallas 45, and a strong start for the Giants here on offense.
Yeah, it really is. They come out to Jennings on the first play of this drive and pick up a nice gain. Eli's mixing things up. They're mixing run and pass, and looks a lot like it did last week to open up against the Philadelphia Eagles.
It wasn't too good after that as Church is trying to get his right shoe on. Starting strong safety. 2nd down and 4. Manning gets hit. The ball is out, and they're saying incomplete pass as Jeremy Mincey got in there and laid a hit on number 10.
Well, they don't chip Jeremy Mincey. Marshall Newhouse is the right tackle. He's got to take that block, and Jeremy Mincey does an excellent job of getting around the edge. Marshall Newhouse, he's struggled here the last couple of weeks. He gets beat bad on that play.
Now 3rd down and 4. Manning steps up, gets rid of it, pass is broken up. Intended for Will Tye, and after an impressive start to this drive, it stalls inside the Dallas 45. It's 4th down. Byron Jones with coverage.
Well, it's an excellent job of coverage. You see they're trying to run the rub route across the middle of man coverage. Some teams have had success against Dallas running those types of routes, but Dallas does an excellent job there on 3rd down to force the punt.
Now Brad Wing has had a good start to his Giants career. Beasley will let it go over his head, and it goes into the end zone. That is the first touchback for Brad Wing this season. Punting, special teams, such a big part of the approach and the focus for Tom Coughlin. Here comes Matt Cassel, who's making his 73rd NFL start. He's with his 5th NFL team. There's his overall record, but he's had highlights. He was an 11-game winner in 08 with New England. He got his team, the Chiefs, to the playoffs and was a Pro Bowler in 2010, but he's bounced around since then.
He's bounced around. We heard Aaron Andrews' report before the game. A newborn last Saturday. Clay Cassel came into the world and then learning a new offense and becoming the starter. I don't think he got any sleep this week.
They start with play action, and wide open is Witten. Witten shakes a tackle and picks up a 1st down. He went around Jaron Hosley, who couldn't bring him down, and a 12-yard completion to start the Cowboy career for Matt Cassel.
Yeah, it's a nice way to get things going. They bring London Collins off the edge. I think Giants were expecting run, play action, come back to the all-pro tight end Jason Witten. It's a good way to calm a quarterback's nerves to start this game.
Landon Collins, the rookie 2nd-round pick out of Alabama, who the Giants traded up to get. He's had a nice start to flag at the start of the play.
False start. Offense. Number 89. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
You know, they get Gavin Escobar, and we've all been waiting for the career of Gavin Escobar to kick in. And once the Cowboys lost Des Bryant, the eyes went to Escobar, and he's only got 4 catches for 24 yards for the year.
Yeah, the last 3 weeks he hadn't caught a pass. I mean, he's one of those guys, along with Devin Street and Terrence Williams, you expected to pick up. You knew the ball was going to continue to go to Witten and Beasley, but those guys just have not produced at the level that you would expect. A lot handed to Brandon Whedon, but these guys have got to get open.
Here is Whitehead, the rookie, on an end around. And a guy whose first name is a nickname, Lucky Whitehead, is good for 15 yards and a 1st down.
Well, one of the things that the Cowboys have noticed here over the last several weeks is that teams have been overplaying the running game, and they've been running a lot of the stretch zone rushes, and with that you get a defense starting to over pursue. There was talk about some misdirection plays here in this game. That was the reverse. It takes advantage of some of the over pursuit you get from a defense.
On 1st down, it's Randle right side. Gets to the edge, and Joseph Randle has another Dallas 1st down. 13 yards, and J.T. Thomas is out there for the Giants, but now an impressive start for Dallas offensively. And you look at some of the names and faces. Let's focus on Lel Collins, who gets the start at left guard.
Well, Lel Collins has earned the right to play. He's a bigger, more physical body than Ronald Leary, who had been the starter earlier this season, but with that you get some inexperience, so he will at times have some mental lapses that will hurt the team, but when he is on point, he is really good.
Cassel hangs in and throws out of the reach of Witten. There wasn't much out there anyway. And now the defense that is coordinated by Steve Spagnuolo, who was their defensive coordinator when they won it all back in 2007. You look at some of the names and faces, and back in 07 you had names like Strahan and Osi Umenyiora and Tuck and Matthias Kiwanuka, Fred Robbins. Much different group. The talent is not at that level, and he's looking for a pass rush.
Well, when they lost Jason Pierre-Paul, they lost the one guy that offenses had to game plan against as far as an elite pass rusher.
Delayed handoff, Randle. Blocking is there, and Randle has got another Dallas first down. He picks up 11. There are delay handoffs, and then there's this one. It took about 10 minutes.
You watch a job here that Tyron Smith does, and then it's just operating off that block. Joseph Randle, he can go either way, and he sets up the block beautifully and is able to get a nice gain out of that. And Joseph Randle heard all week how Christian Michael was going to get more carries in this ball game. Hopefully it motivated him a little bit. So far in the early going, it looks like it has.
Cowboys have run 5 plays. They have 4 first downs. Here's McFadden. He hits the hole hard, and on first down, McFadden picks up 5.5. As J.T. Thomas makes the stop, and they haven't had to ask Matt Cassel really to do much after that opening throw and completion to Witten.
Yeah, I think Brandon Wheaton's over there on the sideline saying, hey, where was this running game when I was playing the last 3 weeks?
The unluckiest guy in the NFL. Poor Brandon.
Well, I thought it was nice. Matt Cassel said when the announcement was made that he would be the starter in this game, he went over to Brandon Wheaton and talked to him and said, hey, I've been on both ends of this. And he certainly has, as a guy who's been in the league 11 years.
Here's McFadden again, cuts it back, big hole. And McFadden's got a first down inside the 20, brought down by Beeson after a gain of 9.
Well, the Cowboys offensive line does an excellent job. You can see the right tackle here, Doug Free, and he comes up at the linebacker level and makes a key block. And look at the hole that Darren McFadden has to run through. There's no contact until he's on the safety.
Well, now inside the red zone, where the Giants defensively are the 14th best team inside the 20 defending touchdowns. Cowboys are 50-50. First down, McFadden. There's just no stop from this Giants defensive front as McFadden cuts right through it for 7 more yards. It's Des Bryant, and another week, and it may be a stretch for him to get back on the field even next week, coming off that broken bone in his right foot.
Yeah, when the surgery took place, they said 6 weeks minimum. Today is 6 weeks from the time that he suffered the injury, but it would be hard to imagine him being able to come back next week and play either.
2nd and 3, Cassel, end zone, a floater and out of bounds. For Bryce Butler, picked up early in the season from the Raiders, covered by Rogers Cromartie.
Well, the Cowboys, the success that they've had running the football has been right up the gut. And that really is the strength of this defensive front. We talk about them not having great edge rushers, but they've got some guys there in the middle. They're pretty tough to move around with Jonathan Hankins and Colin Jenkins as well. And it's a pretty good group, but the Cowboys have taken it to them.
The first 3rd down the Cowboys have faced. Blitz coming. Cassel in trouble, and he throws behind Witten. And Cassel ends up on his back as he was under heavy pressure on a blitz from Steve Spagnuolo and the Giants defense.
Well, that's a good job by Steve Spagnuolo bringing the blitz. Matt Cassel sees it, and he's got Witten open. Witten is wide open, and that's a ball you've got to be able to deliver under pressure. But again, he has not played since week 3 of a year ago, and you can't simulate these kinds of things and the tempo of those types of plays in practice, but just not on point. Good job of tightening up by that Giants defense.
30-yard try by Bailey. He hasn't missed all year, and with 5:25 left in the opening quarter here in the Meadowlands, it's a 3-0 Dallas Cowboy lead. And the Cowboys now have points on 16 of 17 red zone trips this season. But that could have been bigger. Cassel could not hit Jason Witten. We can't wait here at Fox. This is yesterday. There he is, Mr. Everything for the New York Mets. Daniel Murphy's homered in 6 straight postseason games, and now earlier today making their way to the buses. And there's the game 1 starter, Matt Harvey, who will get the ball on Tuesday night in Kansas City. Game 1 and the entire World Series on Fox. The Mets and the Royals. Can't wait to get it going on Tuesday, and then we're all back here in New York over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Welcoming a new audience. That's the way we used to look. Joe, Troy, and Aaron. And as we welcome you in, the Giants had a nice start to their opening drive, had to punt. The Dallas Cowboys went right down the field. We're averaging over 9 yards a play, and then it's stalled in the red zone. They end up with a field goal, and here is the former Cowboy Harris. Knocked out of bounds near the 20 by James Hanna. And if you are just joining us, it's 3-3 against 2-3, and the Cowboys coming off their bye week, while the Giants are coming off a disappointing Monday night 27-7 loss at Philadelphia.
Yeah, and you look at this division right now. I mean, the Cowboys were humming along pretty good offensively, defensively, as you said. They started the year off well. Romo goes down, but you look around at these other teams, and it's been very inconsistent. Of course, the Cowboys a 3-game losing streak with these backup quarterbacks, but this NFC East is going to come down to the wire.
Play action from Manning to the sideline. Pass is caught by Beckham. And they're going to give Beckham progress up near the first down marker as he gets up in the face of Brandon Carr. And here's Mike Hill with a game break.
All right, guys, some of you guys may have seen this. Colts once down 27-0, came back and made it 27-21 against the Saints. But Marcus Colston sealed the deal with his 20-yard catch on 3rd down. New Orleans with his 3rd win of the season, while Indy continues to struggle.
No word of any fake punts today against the New Orleans Saints for Indianapolis. First down, Giants. Handoff is to Williams. And the first carry of the game for Andre Williams is up just across the 33, picked up 5. McClain on the tackle.
Well, that's an outstanding job by Andre Williams. He comes up. Rolando McClain, he's a big physical middle linebacker at 250 pounds, and Williams just finishes that run.
Here he is, left side. Coming up to make the stop off the edge is Corey White. Ball's out, but progress had been stopped. This is not a live ball. Come back, Nick Hayden. You're needed for 3rd down.
Nick Hayden may need to take a blow.
It looked good. Well, somebody got a picture of it, but now he's got to come out.
Right now, though, Joe, you got to be impressed with the way the Giants have run the ball. It's early. It's a small sample, but you know, they've had a hard time really getting the running game going. They haven't rushed for 100 yards as a team yet this season. It sure helps with that offensive line and the ability of the Cowboys to rush the passer if they can continue to run the ball the way they have on these few carries they've had in this game.
Nick Hayden stays in there, started to the sideline. 3rd down and 2. Manning pass incomplete. Beckham the intended target. We're going to get into the Beckham story, I'm sure, as this game goes on, but there's been so much, Troy, written about Odell Beckham, who was targeted only once in the second half, and Eli has had to say during the week, look, our offense is not let's see how many times we can get the ball to Beckham. But that is looming in this game.
No, that may not be the game plan, but you've got to give him more targets than 1.5 of football, especially the way that game is going.
Wing takes a dive, no flag. Beasley on the return. Got around Dwayne Harris, and then Harris came back to make the stop. 8-yard return after a 42-yard punt. Cowboys have the football and a 3-point lead here at MetLife Stadium.
Attention football fans, Southwest is having a sale. Let us run some numbers by you real quick in terms that'll stick. Right now, get fares as low as touchdown with an extra point, of course, field goal, score. Book for as low as $73 one way now at southwest.com. Low fares, nothing to hide. That's transparency.
Okay, so the government crash tested the F-150, the one with the high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body, bolted to a high-strength steel frame, and guess what? It made the strongest statement any truck can make. It pulled a 5-star safety rating on all sides for every cab configuration. Because when they say military-grade, they mean battle-tested. This is the Ford F-150, and every other truck is history.
My Cleveland Browns
versus my Cincinnati Bengals. We'll see you Thursday night.
Browns-Bengals in 2 weeks. Thursday Night Football, now only on NFL Network.
Today's game is sponsored by Southwest. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide.
Cowboys had an impressive opening drive. 4 plays of 10-plus yards, 61 rushing yards. 5 first downs, but it ended with 3 points. Second possession. Here's McFadden. Moments ago, we just saw Joseph Randle down on a bike trying to stay loose, and Aaron, you've got more.
He's been walking back and forth, riding the bike, getting worked on by the medical staff, actually shaking his head. Jason Garrett came over to him and had a few words. Dallas Cowboys right now is saying it's kind of a rib muscle strain, Joe. No word on if he'll return.
Yeah, so he's right back to Jason Garrett. I'm sure part of that is bleeding to get back in the game. There's Tony Romo with that Surface tablet in his right hand. He said, book it. He's coming back when he's eligible to against Miami.
Kill! Kill! Hurry! Stop.
2nd and 6. That's Ayers coming off the edge. And McFadden takes it up to the 35. A gain of 2. 3rd down coming up.
Well, Steve Spagnuolo giving a few different looks, but you know, they're clearly playing to stop the run. But as you mentioned, Joe, in that first series, the Cowboys were able to still run the football effectively down the field. And well, when you start loading up extra guys in the box and you're still not able to stop the running game, you've got some real problems. But the big down is here, and I would expect Spagnuolo, like he did the last time they had 3rd down, to bring pressure.
3rd down and 4. They're coming. Cassel throws. He's got the tight end Witten, and Witten's got a 1st down. His 2nd catch, and Trevin Wade is there for the tackle. But whether it's Wheaton or Romo before him, you need somebody to go to on 3rd down. It's Jason Witten.
Yeah, they pull out George Selvey. I think he's going to try to get underneath that throw because of the pressure they were bringing the other way. And as a result, Witten gets a free release off the line of scrimmage. And it's just, I've seen him, I've been watching it too many years. Jason Witten with a free release, being able to convert on 3rd down.
McFadden comes upfield, and the penalty flag flies. As McFadden gets 4.
tripping. Offense, number 44. 10-yard penalty, replay, first down.
That's not nice. Tripping by Tyler Klutz.
Yeah, that's not allowed.
It's not good. It's not friendly.
Well, he's trying to block the backside on George Selvey, and he whiffs, and you see the left leg come up, and a good call there by the official. Tyler Klutz, who was a defensive lineman, like so many of these guys, not many teams carry what is labeled as a fullback, but a defensive lineman was converted. Does a pretty nice job when he's on the field, but it's not one of their main personnel groupings.
First and 20. Cassel has to move. Pass caught by Williams. And the Dallas Cowboys say, hey, Terrence Williams, we remember you. A gain of 11. And a good block by Darren McFadden to allow Cassel time to find Terrence Williams.
Well, McFadden is their best pass protector. He does an excellent job of coming over, picking up the blitz. Cassel, he feels it. He slides, hoping that his back's going to protect him. He does, and he's able to scan the entire field. He gets to the backside to Terrence Williams. Just an excellent job.
Williams got to be happy. In 2 games with Romo, 9 catches, 144 yards. The last 3 games, Williams has been absent. 5 catches, 79. 3-0 Dallas. Back after this from your local Fox station.
Let's hide in the attic.
No, in the basement. Why can't we just get in the running car?
Are you crazy? Let's hide behind the chainsaws.
Smart. Yeah, okay.
If you're in a horror movie, you make poor decisions. That's what you do.
Shh, I'm being quiet. Breathing on me.
If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
In the Outback, steak and lobster is back. We're pairing succulent steamed lobster tail or new jumbo lump crab cakes with our signature sirloin for a limited time. Try steak and seafood starting at $14.99. Only at Outback.
It's a killer new Simpsons Treehouse of Horror.
Still not dead.
Tonight on Fox.
Conquer the weather. Don't let it conquer you. With Lexus All-Weather Drive. Lease the 2016 IS 300 all-wheel drive for $369 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Now, Cable One has doubled its best deal on high-speed internet. We've doubled the speed for the same low price. 100 megs, just $35 a month. Thinking of switching? Now's the time. Call Cable One at 855-873-9587. Get more speed for your money and 100% better streaming of movies and videos. 100 megs, just $35 a month. Call Cable One at 855-873-9587 and switch on the double.
Werewolf!
More chocolate.
This Halloween, head to Fred Meyer for spooky decorations, great treats, and fun costumes to help their imagination run wild.
Do you need any help?
Save 40% on Halloween costumes and stock up on candy, decor, and more. Plus, save $2 on Mars brand monster bags. Happy hunting from Fred Meyer.
Who says desirable can't also be responsible? With 46 standard safety features, the Lexus RX is proof that fun can be good for you. Lease the all-wheel drive 2015 RX 350 for $399 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
3-0 is the score as we start the second quarter here at MetLife Stadium. America's game of the week. Cowboys have it. There's the start for Matt Cassel. First start as a Dallas Cowboy. Here's McFadden right side. Kind of a late handoff, just didn't get it in there, and McFadden picks up 5, brought down by George Selvey. And by the way, we should mention that Demontre Moore is not active today for the Giants. Had that $20,000 fine and the personal foul for throwing Sam Bradford down to the ground. And he questioned his own football IQ. The question to Tom Coughlin was, can you trust him? He said it was a good question. He's not active.
Well, I guess he answered that one today.
3rd down and 4. Timeout taken by Matt Cassel. That's his first timeout taken as a Dallas Cowboy quarterback. 3-0 Dallas.
I hold it down like a Snapchat. Go over your head like a snapback. Uploaded a pic, double tap that. And your flow so old, granddad. Bruh. It's just banter. Yeah. I'm way too much like a black cap. Aye, boss. Why you Snapchatting in the club for? Just dance, man. Like yo fam a lamb, yo fam a lamb. Ain't no girl better than.
Buy any Samsung Galaxy S6 or Note 5 smartphone on AT&T Next and get 50% off a Samsung wireless charging pad.
For our Players' Choice Pizzas, we made the NFL players' favorite pizzas. Now you can eat like an NFL player.
If I can eat like a football player, I can talk like one. I can work out like one. I can even dress like one.
Look, you can eat the pizza. You just can't steal my shorts.
Up your game with our Players' Choice Pizzas. The new spicy sriracha meats, the barbecue chicken and bacon, or the loaded works for $12 each.
Better ingredients, better pizza,
better football.
At the new papajohns.com.
Hi, I'm Tony Romo, and I have DirecTV. And I'm arts and craftsy Tony Romo, and I have cable. Only DirecTV's NFL Sunday Ticket lets you watch every single game live from start to finish. With cable, you don't get every game, so I channel my frustrations using paper mache. I can pick out any game I want to watch from the 8-game mix. I mixed a cupcake and a brownie. I'm calling it a crownie. Don't be like this, me. Get NFL Sunday Ticket, only on DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
This is war. No one gets a free pass. Ever!
Gotham, an all-new episode tomorrow on Fox.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by DirecTV. Don't just watch TV, DirecTV. And by Papa John's, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
That's the way it looks in the NFC East, and we're sitting right in the middle of it. 3rd down and 4 for Dallas. Low snap, Cassel. Pass is nearly picked by Rodgers Cromartie. Beasley the intended target, and that was almost a pick six.
Boy, it sure was. I think Matt Cassel does a good job of changing protection to pick it up, but you're going to see just a misread between he and Cole Beasley. He's expecting Beasley to continue out towards the sideline, and Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie was right there with an opportunity. Cowboys very fortunate.
Wayne Harris is back. He doesn't fair catch it much. Only one so far this year. One of the toughest guys in the NFL, and this punt doesn't go very far in the air. There's a fair catch. Didn't have much choice. So the Giants have it. 3rd time as they trail by 3, second quarter.
Hey, Doug, how'd that discount double check work out for you?
Oh, that was great. Great. I wish I had double checked before discussing that play earlier. Did anybody catch that play?
No. Nope.
Okay, we're going to act like we're debating about it. You two do the bouncy football thing. You rub your head like it's a real tough call. No, that looks like you're having a migraine. I'm going to break the huddle confidently, and we're going to call it incomplete.
Your mic's on!
First down! Thank you! 70,000 people were there.
20 million more watching at home. Got
it! Save big with State Farm.
What happened in Paris?
I let everyone down, and now I'm back.
His cooking style is out of date.
I need you to do it with me. I am going to burn things.
That's good.
Burnt. Rated R. Friday.
This World Series, it may seem like players are jumping at every chance to steal a base, but they're really just trying to steal breakfast. Because if someone steals a base, America will score free AM Crunch Wraps from Taco Bell. Steal a base, steal a breakfast.
There is a rhythm that beats inside all of us, and it whispers, be bold, be an artist, the titan of business. It says, make music, inspire, be a hero. We all have greatness in us, and with the right tools, there are no limits to where your rhythm will take you. Introducing the ultimate laptop. Surface Book by Microsoft.
Gentlemen, it's the end of an era. At our last buy one, get 3 free sale ever. Buy one suit or sport coat, get 3 free. This offer will soon be history, so don't miss out. Only at Joseph A. Bank.
Get all shook up for a Brooklyn Nine-Nine Halloween tonight on Fox.
The offense talks about it for Dallas. The offense goes to work for the Giants. Extra man on the rush. Pass is caught by Randle. Wide open in the middle of the field, and Ruben Randle is good for a big gain of 24.
You can see Rolando McClain here, who he comes on the blitz, and then as Sean Lee goes out to cover in the flat, he just opens up the middle of the field there for Ruben Randle. Perfect call by Ben McAdoo, offensive coordinator, and catching the Cowboys with a blitz.
Giants hustle to the line. Here is Darkwa, Orleans Darkwa, who led this team in yards per carry during the preseason, good for 7. Here's Kurt with a game break.
Look at the Raiders. Up 10-3 at San Diego. They add to it. Carr to Clyde Wolford. Nice touchdown. Makes it 17-3. Wolford, a third-round pick out of Miami. You figured Joe and Troy, fans of you, needed something good this weekend.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and they've got to be getting pretty down on themselves in San Diego. Despite the most recent attempts by Phillip Rivers in the big offensive day, they just can't get it going. This one in the direction of Darkwa, who just had his first carry. It was a nice gain for 7, now an incompletion, 3rd and 3. Darkwa, a first-year player out of Tulane. Practice squatter last year. Some confusion in the secondary for Dallas. Pass is dropped but a flag. Randle was the target. Claiborne with the coverage, and it's against Dallas.
Pass interference defense, number 24. Automatic first down. Spot of the foul.
Let's take a look at this. See, Claiborne was in good position. There's definitely contact. Looked like he might have had his right hand. Well, there's his left arm in there too. So it's physical when they're running those slants. Claiborne, who's really had himself a nice start to this season, coming off a significant injury, but they catch him there with pass interference.
Here's Darkwa again. Fantasy League players around the country are Googling Orleans Darkwa as he picks up 9. Barry Church on the stop.
Yeah, he'll be on everybody's fantasy team next week. You look at the job the offensive line does in the middle there. It's an excellent job of just hitting it north and south. I've been impressed the way the Giants have run the ball here in the early going.
180. How about again? They love him already down inside the 25 as he plowed right through Greg Hardy. A gain of 10.
Tell you what, the offensive line doing a good job, but this is all Darkwa right here. He comes off the line with the ball. Contact made right around the line of scrimmage. He just finishes this run on Greg Hardy. It's an outstanding job of finishing a run.
3 carries, 26 yards. The 23-year-old. Manning throws. He's got Beckham. Good for 9.
Well, you want to try to give a little help to Odell Beckham's side, but when you start running the football the way that the Giants are, it forces you as a defense to stop that first. And when you do, you got one-on-one to a dynamic player. Outstanding job.
Inside the red zone, or as Tom Coughlin calls it, the green zone, 2nd and 1. Darkwa again. first down. Touchdown. Hello, Orleans Darkwa. Giants on top.
You see the job that Darkwa does here. Once he gets the ball and the vision that he shows there, splitting the two defenders and just hitting it. This guy, those are some outstanding jobs by him of running with the football, and it looks to me, Joe, like the ball had crossed the plane.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. They look at it for a scoring play. But his knees are up. 4 carries, 41 yards, and a touchdown on the drive. The Giants talked about how he might become more a part of the offense this week. They were not kidding.
I think we're going to see a lot more of him. Those were 4 awfully good runs.
And it's a 7-3 Giant lead. America's game of the week, this battle in the NFC East. Tom Coughlin all smiles up 4.
It's here, the most advanced iPhone yet. Get the new iPhone 6s at T-Mobile, the network that's doubled its LTE coverage in the past year. Our new extended range LTE signal now reaches twice as far as before and is 4 times better in buildings. Want more? Get our lowest price on iPhone 6s with trade-in. 0 upfront and just $5 a month with Jump on Demand. Get it now at T-Mobile.
Here's the 50-yarder for the win.
It's not going to make it.
The kick is up, and it's good! The Texans win! The Texans win! What a comeback!
Yeah! The kick is up, it's good! In your face! I never doubted it! Woo! Texans!
How much do we love football?
Barbara!
You have no idea.
We won!
Hyundai is now an official sponsor of the NFL.
Still haven't tried FanDuel's one-week fantasy football leagues? Over 1 million fans have already won money. Choose a league. They start at $1. Pick your team. Done. Winners get paid the next day, and there's no season-long commitment. FanDuel pays out $75 million a week. Get off the sidelines and get some. Try FanDuel today. We'll match your first deposit up to $200. Love it or your money back, guaranteed. Go to FanDuel.com and enter promo code CART. That's CART.
This place is absolutely going crazy.
The World Series is back.
Game 1 of the World Series, Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
It's hilarious. The Last Man on Earth. All new tonight on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by FanDuel, the leader in one-week fantasy football.
Well, Orleans Darkwa has his 2nd career touchdown. Had one last year, was with the Dolphins and the Giants last year, but it was an impressive drive with Darkwa carrying it for gains of 7, 9, 10, and 15 for the touchdown. He came in with 23 career rushing yards before that drive, and he's got 41 now. That kickoff will go out of bounds. Somebody show Tom Coughlin on the sideline. He won't like that.
Out of bounds, kicking team. By rule, the ball will be placed at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Timeout.
For the record, that was Rich Russo, our director, who called that shot. One of the easiest shots in the history of television and the NFL. 7-3.
Hey, honey.
You did it again.
What?
Yeah, where's the fence?
The fence is missing?
What? Where is it?
Baby, I had to. The fence worked great last week. We got on the Jumbotron. Let's go.
Just bring it back.
We're good. Let's go.
How much do we love football?
Go Cardinals.
You have no idea. Hyundai is now an official sponsor of the NFL. I'm looking to get a new iPhone for my son.
Oh, we have it. And right now you can get 15 gigs for the price of 10, so that's 50% more data.
Oh, good, because he goes through data like crazy. Oh, there's my boy.
He goes through data like crazy.
Yeah, data, streaming, texting, emailing. Loves watching football games.
Oh, yeah? Who's your favorite team?
He texts, he doesn't talk. That would be weird.
Get an iPhone at AT&T and get 50% more data. And right now, get $300 credit for every line you switch.
Burger King's new extra-long Sriracha cheeseburger. 2 flame-grilled patties had us like, whoa. We added a little Sriracha, and we're like, whoa. Then we added a lot of Sriracha, and we're like, whoa. Right now, get 2 extra-long Sriracha cheeseburgers for just $5. Part of the 2 for $5 deal, only at Burger King.
It's a killer new Simpsons Treehouse of Horror.
Still not dead.
Tonight on Fox.
Well, the knock on the offense, Troy, for the Cowboys is that once Tony Romo went down, there was nothing down the field to stretch a defense, and we haven't seen it yet with Matt Cassel against the Giants.
Well, no, and even Tony Romo wasn't getting the ball down the field. You know, when Des Bryant went out of the game, a lot of underneath throws. The guy they missed really more than anyone outside of Des is Lance Dunbar.
Here's Kristen Michael, who's going to duck under a tackle and go forward for 3. Early game headliners here in week 7. How about Dan Campbell, who was a tight end for the Giants? Patriots remain perfect. By the way, Campbell is the new head coach for the Dolphins, and the running backs are in the spotlight here in week 7. Lamar Miller, Mark Ingram in the rookie, the 10th overall selection, Todd Gurley for the 3-3 Rams.
Dan Campbell played for both of these organizations here, and he's done a nice job. Talk about giving a team a spark.
Cassel steps up, floats it. He's got Williams. Hits him in stride. Williams got free and picks up 27 yards from Matt Cassel.
Yeah, he had his pick there. He had Terrence Williams or Cole Beasley, and you see man coverage, and because of the deep crossing route, we see it so many times on the shallow routes. That time the Cowboys, they run a scissors route deep, and it gets the defense where they've got to try to manage the other bodies, and it opens up the throw then to Terrence Williams.
Gobbled snap, Kristen Michael runs into Hankins. No gain. Kristen Michael we saw in Seattle. They had extra backs, including Fred Jackson, who they added. So Michael was traded to the Dallas Cowboys. Randle still on the bike, trying to stay warm, and it's now a combination of McFadden and Michael.
Well, that big play to Terrence Williams. The Cowboys came into this game last in the league. Big plays in the passing game, so those have been hard to come by.
Here's Cassel completing to McFadden, gets a block. McFadden with a flag down is into the end zone for the touchdown. But we'll see if it stands. It looks like it's coming back, and it is. Offensive pass interference.
Pass interference. Offense. Number 15. 10-yard penalty. Replay. Second down.
They get Devin Street, and this is something that Mike Pereira will tell you they are looking for throughout the league here in 2015.
It's hard to tell exactly when the ball was caught, but the contact to me is just about simultaneous as to when McFadden catches this ball. You know, the question is, McFadden, was he behind the line of scrimmage? I think it was a terrible call on the outside on Devin Street. You could see that he was trying to time it up so that he wouldn't have contact a yard beyond the line of scrimmage. And I thought that he did.
That negates a 31-yard touchdown to McFadden. And now on second down, Michael underneath, and he gets popped by Hankins. A gain of just 2.
You know, Joe, on that screen pass, as I was saying, if McFadden is catching that, I couldn't tell exactly where he was, but on a screen pass, typically you're catching that behind the line of scrimmage. And if, in fact, he was, it doesn't matter when Devin Street was making the block. It's a moot point. Very costly penalty.
Takes points off the board and now brings up 3rd and 18. Cassel, Witten. Forward progress to the 30. And that will give Dan Bailey a little better chance at the field goal, looking at roughly a 48-yarder from here.
Well, it's an excellent job, really, by Matt Cassel. You see his teammates congratulate him as he comes off the field, just recognizing 3rd and long, and the Giants played coverage. Just try to help your kicker out as much as possible on this field goal attempt. They're able to pick up 10 good yards.
So the 48-yard try for Bailey, who's 9 for 9 on the season. And that's why he's got a contract through 2020. One of the best in the league, and it's a 1-point game here in Jersey.
You're a fighter. I'm giving you a shot at the title.
What are you doing here? I thought you gave up or something.
The enemy's trying to get in my head, which is one place you don't want to get into. 6 points, he went down!
I'm gonna strip the bark off of you.
See you out there.
Our brand is Crisis, rated R.
Without the right tools, a 5-minute job can turn into a 5-hour job. So when it comes to your tools, choose wisely, Grasshopper. Case in point, Ford Transit. With 3 roof heights and 3 body lengths to choose from, Transit has the most configurations of any full-size van. So it's the right tool no matter what your job is. This is Ford Transit. During Ford commercial van season, get up to $2,750 cash back and up to $1,000 in upfit assistance on America's best-selling brand of commercial vans.
Introducing the biggest of 5 sizes on Verizon's new Simple plan. 18 glorious gigs for $100 a month plus $20 per phone. That's 50% more data for just $20 more. So you can do more of what you love without compromising on a so-so network. Because Verizon is the only network that's #1 in speed, call, data, and reliability. What's better than that? Get $300 when you trade in your device and buy a new one. Stop by or visit us online and get the biggest deal on the best network.
Burger King's new extra-long sriracha cheeseburger. 2 flame-grilled patties had us like, whoa. We added a little sriracha, and we're like, whoa. Then we added a lot of sriracha, and we're like, whoa. Right now, get 2 extra-long sriracha cheeseburgers for just $5. Part of the 2 for $5 deal, only at Burger King.
Today's game is sponsored by Bud Light, who reminds fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly.
We will hear from Mike Pereira after the kick and the timeout. It's a 7-6 game here in the second quarter. 7.5 to go before halftime. And the penalty on Devin Street for offensive pass interference negates a 31-yard touchdown by Darren McFadden, and 4 points on the scoreboard. We'll dissect that play after the break as Bailey will kick it away. He has yet to pound one into the end zone. Coming in today, he kicked off 24 times. 21 of them were touchbacks. He's got his 22nd of the year. And before we get the explanation from Mike Pereira, Devin Street giving the explanation to Terrence Williams. Timeout.
This is the Ford F-150, the only pickup with a high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body bolted to a high-strength steel frame. It's also a wake-up call for every full-size pickup in its class. No body rust, most towing, best payload, highest gas mileage. Yeah, it's a whole new day. Because in the truck game, it's either the aluminum age or the stone age. Cock-a-doodle-doo, pal. This is the Ford F-150, and every other truck is history.
Break it. The barriers. Break stereotypes. Althea broke it. Billy broke it. Babe, too. Now you break it.
Never stop. Even when you pay online. Visa checkout. Now on UnderArmour.com.
I said, better sign.
Hi, I'm Andrew Luck. Could anyone use some of my lucky beard for retirement?
I could use some luck.
Make a wish. Nice.
Thanks.
Your turn.
No, thanks, Andrew. See, TD Ameritrade has everything I need for retirement, like rollover consultants for assistance and portfolio planning tools to help me manage my IRA. So I think I'm good.
Oh, well. Luck is in the air.
TD Ameritrade. You got this.
This is war. No one gets a free pass. Ever!
Gotham, an all-new episode tomorrow on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by the Ford F-150. Every other truck is history. And by Burger King. Kick off fall with a new Oreo Pumpkin Spice Shake.
Hey, 55, 55, 55. 118. I say.
Giants take over at their 20, leading by 1. Here's Darkwa, who has the touchdown. And Orleans picks up 4. And let's go back to that call against Devon Street. Mike Pereira, what'd you see from back in L.A.?
Well, I don't like the call only because of the timing reasons, because, you know, you have a situation, the pass is caught behind the line of scrimmage. You still can't block downfield, even though the pass was caught behind the line. But the block and the touch came right at about the same time the ball was being touched by the receiver. So to me, it's not really what they want called for offensive pass interference, although they are really emphasizing that this year.
Thank you, Mike. Here's Darkwa with his second consecutive carry on this drive. He picks up a couple, and it will bring up 3rd down and a manageable, we'll call it a long 2. Call it 4, 3rd down and 4 with 6.5 to go before halftime.
Well, Mike had mentioned coming into this game, Joe, Mike Pereira, that the officials had been instructed, you know, this week to be watching for those types of plays, because so many offenses are blocking before the ball is caught. But like he said, that was a bad call.
3rd down and 4. Manning is sacked, and it's Hardy. In his second game back, he's got his 3rd sack as a Dallas Cowboy. He missed the last 15 games last year. He missed the first 4 games this year for a domestic violence incident back in May of 2014. But he's back, and one thing he can do is rush the passer.
Well, this time they put Greg Hardy inside, and they moved Jack Crawford to the outside and let Greg Hardy work against the interior of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback.
Wing hits a good one. Beasley with a fair catch inside the 30. And that is now 8 sacks.
She can rage and roar and crack and storm. But Mother Nature can't stop us.
The new 2016 Ford Explorer. Be unstoppable.
This is my fight song. Take back my life song.
The Citi Double Cash Card comes in very handy with cash back twice on purchases. Earn once when you buy and again as you pay. That's cash back now and cash back again later. It's cash back deja vu. The Citi Double Cash Card, the only card that lets you earn cash back twice on every purchase, with 1% when you buy and 1% as you pay. With 2 ways to earn, it makes a lot of other cards seem one-sided.
Have you ever stopped to think about the beauty of the moments in between?
Hey, did you order the brownie?
A little extra to keep your mouth shut.
Kids, Grandma's famous brownies.
Homemade flavor delivered. Get our genuine Hershey's triple chocolate brownie, just $5.99, only at Pizza Hut.
It's a Sunday fun day.
Halloween. I thought we were gonna say it together.
I never agreed to that.
With an all-new Simpsons Treehouse of Horror.
Still not dead.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Scary Witch.
Family Guy. And The Last Man on Earth. Sunday Fun Day Halloween starts at 8/7 Central tonight on Fox.
America's Game of the Week continues. It's kind of been a fizzle here at the start. Greg Hardy gets the sack. Giants offensive line had allowed 4 sacks into last week, and then 3 at the hands of the Eagles. Now 1 here by Dallas to force the punt. And Matt Cassel takes over at his own 28.
118!
Here's McFadden. Not very dynamic. A gain of 3. Selvey on the stop. The division, Philadelphia, they've won 2 straight. They play tonight against Carolina. Good matchup. The Giants are here. They started 0-2. They blew double-digit fourth-quarter leads to start the year, including the loss in Arlington week 1. Then they won 3 straight. They lost to Philadelphia last week. They're 1-2 in the division. Dallas right now is undefeated, 2-0 in the East, 2-3 to start the year.
Mike and Will right there. 52 middle.
Cassel in the air and incomplete, but a flag is thrown as Bryce Butler got his hands on it and may have been interfered with. Didn't mention the Redskins.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 41, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Washington came roaring back and got a win earlier today at home against Tampa Bay, and there's the hold by Rogers Cromartie.
Well, he had his right hand and arm, around the waist there of Bryce Butler, and they're calling it tight. Bryce Butler, I know he's one of the guys. He had the 67-yard touchdown reception a few games back, and he pulled his hamstring in that game, and they're hopeful that he's a guy who can be able to get down the field for him.
They fake it to McFadden. Cassel gets around the edge, and there are flags all over. 2 are thrown. 4-yard carry by Cassel. And it's a hold.
Holding, defense, number 59, 5-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
That's Kennard, who missed the previous 2 games with a bad hamstring, guilty of the hold, and it's a first down.
Well, here's Devin Kennard right there, number 59, and take a look at it. He got called for holding James Hanna. I was wondering where those flags came out. You see the job there that he does. He's holding them up, and as Matt Cassel comes out, the flags came just as Matt Cassel was avoiding the tackle in the backfield.
Here's McFadden sprinting to his left, and McFadden with a big carry. And the ground game is still working for the Cowboys, forced out by Merriweather after a gain of 15.
Well, this offensive line, they're talked about a lot. They're a big physical group, but for their size, they run exceptionally well. That time Tyron Smith, he comes out, he leads the way. You see the job that he does, and then 315-pound Travis Frederick from the center position. McFadden with his speed does a good job of getting on the edge.
Hey, Riggin. Hey, 55. Hard.
Play action. Cassel on first down. Witten, what a throw. And Witten is forced out of bounds at the 5. Nice touch pass from Matt Cassel. 35-yarder to Witten.
Well, the Cowboys have gone with their big people. They've got 3 tight ends in the game on this possession, and so they've run the ball. We saw McFadden on the previous play. It loads the box. This time you've got Jason Witten, who is able to dissect that defense, and just a perfectly thrown ball by Cassel.
35 yards, the longest play of the game for Jason Witten. That's his long of the year. And it wasn't like he was uncovered. That was a good throw. They just got it away, and now they say delay of game. They finally throw the flag. It's a delay of game against Dallas, which will march it back to just outside the 10.
You see that from time to time when you get a big play down the field. The quarterback, he's got to get those linemen in the huddle, and you've got to move a little quicker. The time runs out on you, and if that's delay a game on the Cowboys, that's a pretty costly penalty.
The team's second. Dead ball, personal foul. Defense, half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
So that's why the late flag, they blew this play dead right at zeros on the play clock, but somebody on the sideline got a timeout called. And then at the end, when the play had been stopped, they threw a flag for a personal foul. So the timeout eliminates the delay of game. And then you get the flag for this.
Well, it's right there at the end by J.T. Thomas. And I don't know, Joe. I mean, you don't know what these guys can hear. They let the play go before they were able to really call it off. It was a bang-bang deal. And you just hate to see a penalty in that situation. I'm not sure I agree with that call.
I'm with you. The play clock was down to 0. They granted the timeout to avoid the delay of game, and this defense is still playing football, trying to defend their end zone. It's hard, I would imagine, if you're J.T. Thomas, to just pull off and let him walk in.
And even from up here, we thought that it was delay of game. We didn't hear anything or showed anything that let us believe that a timeout had been called either.
So that moves the ball inside the 3. First and goal. Here's McFadden trying to fight his way in, and they're going to stop him at the 1. Bromley on the stop. Second and goal.
Well, it's a pretty good test right here in the middle. They try to punch it in right up the gut, but Jay Bromley and some other big bodies there in the middle, and it's just strength versus strength. If you're going to go play action right here at second down, second and goal from the 1, it's a good opportunity to do it.
Tight formation. McFadden cuts upfield, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown.
About Travis Frederick a little bit ago and the job that he did pulling. You can see here him in the middle, and he's able to get movement there inside on Marcus Kuhn, and that opens things up for the touchdown.
That's 4 possessions now for the Dallas Cowboys, 3 scores. And with 2:17 left, we'll have the extra point. The Giants will get it back, and they have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Remember, McFadden had a touchdown called back because of that pass interference on Street. Now he carries one in. And it's a 13-7 game with the Cowboys on top as we near the end of the first half. There's the personal foul on Thomas. McFadden did the rest, and on America's Game of the Week, Cowboys up by 6. This is when this game is simply at its best.
Can't recall another baseball game where emotions ran so high.
This is a huge, talented lineup.
And my goodness, it just keeps coming. Royals win the pennant.
DeGrom's been so excellent so far.
Holy smokes! What's gotten into him? The New York Mets have won the National League pennant.
What a World Series it should be.
You ready?
Let's go back, Troy, to the front end of what was eventually called a personal foul against Thomas. There's the play clock. Watch it go to 0. Then the snap. They whistle it dead, but a timeout evidently came from the sideline. You would expect it's Jason Garrett, so no flag for delay of game. Thomas gets the late hit on McFadden, and it moves the ball. Instead of going back to the 10, it moves the ball back inside the 5 for first and goal.
A big penalty. Darren McFadden, he delivered the first blow. He didn't hold up either, so these officials sure have gotten excited about throwing the yellow hanky.
The drive will start at the 20 with 2:17 left in the half, and the Giants and Eli Manning, they have all 3 of their timeouts left.
They got a chance here with plenty of time and with the timeouts to see what they're able to do. Doing a nice job of running the football, maintaining some balance.
On this drive, it's Shane Vereen starting in the backfield. He's the pass catcher out of the backfield for Eli. He gets it on a draw, and that didn't fool anybody. Church came up to make the initial hit. No gain for Vereen, and we are marching toward the 2-minute warning, and we'll be there. 2 minutes left in the first half here at MetLife Stadium. And here at MetLife, it's a 13-7 Cowboy lead.
This is iPhone 6s. Not much has changed with the camera, except how you take a photo. Find a photo. Share a photo. Ooh, Mom's gonna love that one. Your photos themselves have changed too. They move now. So photos of your friends can do this. And the ones of your family can do that. And your pet photos can do, wait, that's your pet? Yeah. I dig it. Oh, now your screen is the flash. Say cheese for yourself. And the camera shoots video in 4K. So everything you shoot looks amazing. You can even shoot slow-mo in HD. Nice. Oh yeah, watch this. Wait for it. Splash. So yeah, that's what's changed.
Introducing our 2015 NFL lineup. Get your favorite team's Bud Light can for game day.
Break it. The barriers. Break stereotypes. Althea broke it. Billy broke it. Babe too. Now you break it.
Never stop. Even when you pay online. Visa checkout now on UnderArmour.com.
America, watch my Browns take on the Bengals Thursday night on NFL Network. The only thing I take more seriously than the law are my Browns.
Hey, America, I'll see you when my Bengals take on the Browns. The Bengals on Thursday night are like a dog with Cincy chili. Just good.
So I'll see you Thursday night.
Thursday it is, now on NFL Network.
Browns-Bengals in 2 weeks. Thursday night football, now only on NFL Network.
Get apps, videos, and more at itunes.com/NFL. Tom Coughlin's been working the officials during the timeout. No doubt about that call down by the end zone. First, no delay of game. Second, on that personal foul.
Well, both these teams have had penalties that have hurt them that shouldn't have been called.
On second down, Manning, Vereen. His knee goes down a couple of yards short of a first down. Brandon Carr on the tackle, a gain of 7.
Well, we'll see. The Giants have gotten themselves into a lot of third and shorts and just have not been able to convert some of these.
Pass is dropped by Beckham. But a flag is down. The indication is, well, they've now pointed both ways with the early indication, and it's against Dallas.
Illegal use of hands to the face, defense number 55. 5-yard penalty with an automatic first down.
Well, Rolando McClain, you saw him. He was showing to the sidelines that it was him, and clearly he's got his right hand there under the face mask. So an opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And yet the penalty, they're going to keep this drive going for the Giants.
Blitz coming from Dallas. Pass is behind. That's live. Kicked into the air and picked off by Byron Jones. That ball went off a foot up into the air. The officials talk. It hit Jones on the foot, and Byron is able to scramble and get to the ball and pick it off.
That's a great job. I mean, Byron Jones at being able to locate
it is an interception. 1st and 10, Dallas football.
The Cowboys bring the pressure, they bring the blitz, the ball's got to come out, and just a miscommunication between Eli Manning and Shane Vereen.
Ooh, that's close.
Yeah, I think that one's going to come back from what I saw of it. The ball looked like simultaneously he's hitting the ground as it's hitting his foot.
It's a turnover, so it's automatically reviewed, and that looks like it short hops into the foot of Jones. We expect this to be overturned. We'll get the call when we come back.
TV is the best.
Nice try, Eva. Texting is better.
Nothing's better than Twitter.
Smartwatches are the future.
Your entrees.
Hearty.
But mine orders Domino's.
So does mine.
I can order Domino's on Twitter.
So can a text. Pizza emoji sent, Domino's ordered. Smiley face.
Use your favorite device to order 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for $5.99 each.
The sleeper pick, the guy only you believe in. In 1 week fantasy football on DraftKings, he can be the difference. So trust your gut. Trust your numbers. Trust your Uncle Vito if you want. But know this, that sleeper is out there. The question is, who's gonna play him? This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time.
Play 1 week fantasy football at DraftKings.com this Sunday. Play free with promo code DIME.
Introducing our 2015 NFL lineup. Get your favorite team's Bud Light can for game day.
I see the sights and scale the heights. We're in the hour, day or night. I set me free. Oh Lord, set me free.
Tonight, Week 7 continues with Sunday Night Football on NBC and tomorrow with Monday Night Football on ESPN. Then Week 8 kicks off with Thursday Night Football on CBS and NFL Network.
We'll get the call here from John Perry.
After reviewing the play, it's an incomplete pass. The ball hit the turf. It'll be second down on the 33-yard line, right hash. Please reset the game clock to 1:33. 1:33, please, on the game clock.
I mean, just virtually impossible to tell with the naked eye. But it takes an interception away from this defense. The Cowboys defensively only have 2 interceptions and 3 takeaways that all came in the Week 2 win at Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's right. They've had a hard time getting takeaways. You know, Rod Marinelli preaches them each and every day. That's probably been the most disappointing thing to him.
118.
Blitz coming from Dallas. Pass is caught. Good throw. That's Harris. And the former Cowboy is down near the 30. They'll mark him at the 29. 38 yards to Dwayne Harris.
Well, they run the slant. Rolando McClain, you know, Rod Marinelli's expecting with the blitz that McClain's going to get underneath any inside throws. McClain's looking him up, but he doesn't get enough depth, and Eli Manning able to fit that ball in, and just nobody there then to make a play.
Season-long catch and run for Harris, 38 yards, and a timeout is taken by the Giants with 1:24 left as Harris came up limping.
Yeah, well, you know that feels good for Dwayne Harris, the former Cowboy. You know, brought here really to be a special teams player, but because of some various injuries, he's been asked to do a little bit more as a receiver. But a good job by Eli Manning, hanging in against the blitz and sticking it on Harris.
Remember, this drive continued because of the hands to the face by him, Rolando McClain. And now the Giants trying to take advantage of it. Manning looking left. Pass is incomplete. Ruben Randle was the target. Claiborne with the coverage, 2nd and 10.
Well, you know, when you face the New York Giants, you're going to get a heavy dose of slant routes. It's what Ben McAdoo was used to them running in Green Bay. We've seen a lot of them again here in this first half.
Harris back in there for the Giants. Here's one for Beckham. He tried for the one-handed catch, incomplete, no flag.
Yeah, it's about the same spot where he made that catch last year. On the same defender, Brandon Carr, and he lays out and just not quite able to pull it in. They get the one-on-one look that they've been waiting for. just unable to take advantage of it. Good coverage by Brandon Carr.
Lightning did not strike twice. 3rd down and 10. Beckham just 2 catches, 19 yards. Manning, Donnell, what a play. And they say incomplete as the ball popped out. Corey White came up and made the hit. And with 1:08 remaining, it's 4th down, and the field goal unit will come on for the Giants.
Yeah, really not much of a route, as far as trying to pick up the 1st down. I think Dallas, they sloughed underneath the deeper throws and forced Manning to come underneath and then come up and make a play. Donnell unable to make the catch. But if they're able to come away with 3 points here, it's a good job offensively getting points here before the half.
Brown has been terrific. He's made 17 straight going back to last year. 47-yarder is just drilled. Josh Brown in his 13th year having one of his best in the NFL, and it's a 3-point game. Here comes Kurt. It's coming up at the half.
All right, thanks a lot, Joe. Well, along with these guys down here, we'll get you caught up on a very busy day in the National Football League, including Blake Bortles giving the Jaguars a late lift in London. California clash between Oakland and San Diego, and the Patriots trying to stay perfect against the Jets.
Hey, Kurt, would you please hold it down up there? We're trying to watch the ball game.
They're at their most creative with the Visa halftime promo every week.
How did that acting career of Jimmy's never take off?
I don't know. There's Beckham trying for that one-handed catch, and Ian Carr went face mask to face mask.
Well, I can tell you, I referenced that catch last year, which was obviously pretty incredible. Brandon Carr was in coverage on that play too, and he was in great coverage on the play when he made the catch. But he's about tired of hearing about that catch by Odell Beckham.
So far, Beckham's frustrated. 1 target in the second half last week. He's been targeted 4 times in this game. Just 2 catches, 19 yards. And here's last year with Alan Chris on the call, and this catch that will go down as one of the best ever in the history of this league.
Well, it was so good that it had the league office talking about whether or not they were going to outlaw these gloves, because I can assure you, before these receivers started wearing gloves like this, there's no way you make that catch. But we've seen him make a lot of good ones. He had a chance, just not quite able to haul it in.
Well, you've got a 3-point lead on the road here with 1:04, 1 timeout left. We'll see how the Cowboys play it here.
They'd be very cautious, not trying to do too much.
At least here at the start of it. So out of the backfield, it's McFadden makes a nice catch and is able to get out of bounds. And it depends on how these drives start as to what the objective eventually becomes. And this one good for 9 yards for McFadden.
Yeah, it's pretty good, and you're able to get out of bounds. So you look at this 2nd down play just like you did on 1st, and knowing that if there's a shot down the field, you take it. Otherwise, you just take the gimme and then make a decision on what you want to do after that. But when they get the ball to McFadden out in the swing, you better be real careful if you're a defense. That guy can flat out run.
Now 2nd and 1. Cassel has Witten. And Witten's got another catch and a 1st down out across the 35-yard line. And no player has ever had more catches against the Giants than Jason Witten. He's got 5 in this game and 132 in his career against New York. And now 133 as he's out of bounds at the 40, and a good start to this drive for Dallas. A timeout in their pocket, 35 seconds left.
Well, Jason Witten, enjoyed watching his career, and he's obviously a great player. He's as tough as they come, too. He's only missed 1 game. That was back when he was a rookie. He broke his jaw, and he came back after missing the 1 game with the broken jaw and continued to play. And even this year, he's played with both sprained knees, a sprained ankle, and you wouldn't even know it. Doesn't complain, just goes out and gets the job done.
137th consecutive start. 979 career catches. Cassel, sideline for McFadden, and that didn't do anything. Except take about 6 seconds off the clock. A gain of 1, 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, I guess the good news for the Cowboys is they've been able to get out of bounds. They don't get anything on that play, but see what they're able to do here on 3rd down. Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator, Well, he wants to keep him in bounds, but more importantly, just do not give up the big play. Cowboys have had the one big play to Terrence Williams in that first half.
See Steve Spagnuolo, this is the money defense right here, doing a little Manziel on the sideline. Cassel 4 for 4 on the drive, 21 yards, 3rd and 5. Cassel, pass batted down, and Ayers had it right in his mitts and couldn't come up with it. Trying to get it over the middle to Butler, and Ayers, I'm sure he was shocked. This ball went right into his grill.
Yeah, he shows like he's going to blitz. He comes back, and you got Cassel trying to fit it underneath on the crossing route. And, well, yeah, it hits Ayers right in the hands, and those are hard to catch when you're just looking initially to bat it down, but an opportunity nonetheless.
So now 4th down, Jones to punt. Hangs it high, under 20 seconds to go. And Harris with a fair catch at the 25. Cowboys came in early, a meaningful trip for the Dallas Cowboys and head coach Jason Garrett.
I thought it was really important for our team to know the history of what happened, but I also wanted them to see the response, the resilience demonstrated by the people in this area, and the resilience of our country. If the tragedy of 9/11 is the punch in the gut, this building and what this building stands for is the fist pump.
Jason Garrett was right there front and center, a giant at the time backing up Kerry Collins. So a meaningful trip for the Dallas Cowboys, and you forget that some of these guys were so young at the time, 6, 7, 8 years old. And so it had an impact. But that said, a meaningful excursion for the Dallas Cowboys as the Giants take a timeout. But for the Giants, you think about their former radio color commentator Dick Lynch, who was a former Giant himself, passed away in 2008. His son Richard Lynch was killed in 9/11 in the attacks at the World Trade Center. Worked on the 84th floor of 2 World Trade. And I can't think of any organization that over the years since 2001 has done more for first responders than the New York Football Giants, and it's to the credit of Tom Coughlin and this great organization for what they do. It feels like week in and week out, but that's always hanging over this franchise, and that man has paid his respects and given a tribute to those who lost their lives and those who lost their loved ones in the attacks of 9/11. From 39, time winding down, and an incompletion to Vereen with 4 seconds left.
Well, Jason Garrett was playing for the Giants at the time and was living in the city. Not a lot of the players with the Giants live in the city, yet he and his wife did, and obviously it made an impact on everyone across this country, especially those in this area. And he felt it was important for his team to understand the history and what went into that day and the response of this nation. And talked to a lot of the players on the field before the game, and it made an impact on them that will last them a lifetime.
That'll do it for the first half in this battle in the NFC East. The Dallas Cowboys on the road. They've lost 3 in a row. They now have Matt Cassel at quarterback. And he and the Cowboys lead Eli Manning and the Giants 13-10 at the half. It's America's game of the week, and it's the Visa halftime coming your way right now.
Welcome to the Visa Halftime Report. Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online.
As we welcome you to the Visa Halftime, Kurt Menefee along with Terry, Howie, Michael, and Jimmy. A field goal difference there at MetLife. Only one other late game going on in the NFL right now, and it's in San Diego with the Raiders in town.
All right, Derek Carr, young man out of Fresno State. #1 draft pick finding Clyde Walford. Touchdown, 23 yards, 17-3 Raiders. And then a little quick screen to the outside. Good blocking. Tackle guard getting out ahead. And then Amari Cooper takes it 52 yards for the touchdown. Boy, is this a surprise? 30-3 Raiders?
30-6 right now at halftime. Earlier today, the Saints got their second win of the season. Washington came back from 24-0 down to beat Tampa. Minnesota's Teddy Bridgewater 300-plus passing in their win. Atlanta gets to 6-1. Jacksonville won early this morning in London. The Patriots go to 6-0 for just the second time in franchise history. Todd Gurley, 128 yards rushing in the Rams win. Kansas City wins for the first time since week 1. And Miami goes to 2-0 under head coach Dan Campbell. All right, Jimmy, let's look back at this Giants-Cowboys game so far.
Kurt, in the pregame, we talked about outstanding pass rushers in the league, and Greg Hardy, obviously one of the best in the league. 2 games with the Cowboys, and, you know, defense coordinator Rod Marinelli doing a nice job of moving him around. He lined him up on the offensive guard. Normally, he's outside on the offensive tackle, but here he is on the guard, gets one-on-one. By moving him around, it avoids the double-team blocks.
And one thing both of these teams have done, they've done a good job of establishing the run. It looks like they both came out. We're going to take pressure off our quarterbacks. We're going to feed our running backs. Darkwa for the Giants. We all sat here and said, where'd he come from? And then you have McFadden filling in for an injured Randle. But establishing the run, I think, has taken a lot of pressure off of both quarterbacks, especially Cassel with Dallas.
And the Giants' offensive line's done better than we expected. I mean, after being under siege last week and Eli's getting rid of the ball quickly, both teams are struggling to convert on third down.
All right, you mentioned him, Orleans Darkwa. Second-year running back out of Tulane. Our visa play of the first half gave the Giants the lead right now. They need him to do a little bit more of that. Down 13-10 at half. Some of you get local news. Others come on back here for more highlights as we continue with the visa halftime.